Welcome back to Breath of the Wild. Don't want to get caught by that guardian. This part, we are going to explore the Hyrule Castle town ruins, and then about halfway through the video we will make our way into the castle itself, and that will carry over into part 8. As a reminder, it's mostly just getting really good equipment. Actually fighting Ganon early, I'm going to be saving for part 3 of the alternate route. Part 2 of the alternate route will be doing different things on the way to Hyrule Castle. But in the meantime, got a pretty little clearing. A lot of animals.
Which means there are like 50 goddamn Koroks here, isn't there?
No. Although, this is a very important place for later in the game, so I'm putting a stamp here now.
I bet there won't be a sword of the masterful variety.
Well, you'll see. God damn it.
You'd be oh. Oh no. Oh, run. Oh god.
The problem with these guys, even though you can break the line of sight and hide somewhere, they will still wander over to where they last saw you. So there's a chance of them seeing you again. But they do turn around and run the other way. But after a while, they still also turn their heads around and see you again anyway. It's a juggling act just trying to get around these guys. Son of a bitch!
Oh god.
That would, look, why would you do that?
Tempting fate.
I'm very proud of this, though. Look at that. Cancelled.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, you did like 1/16 of his health bar.
That's okay, it was only to stun him.
And you just showed off by, I don't know, hitting some grass in front of him.
Watch this. Over he goes. There's no way you can hit me now.
Oh, no fair.
Spin the Guardian, place your bets.
Oh, no fair, Link. Stop it, I'm just a guardian.
Are you hitting him in his weak point for massive damage?
Yeah.
Oh well. He literally can't see me from over here, so there's no way he can attack me. And also it occurs to me, I haven't destroyed that leg yet, so climb in the tree to get it.
Well, that's just mean.
So?
Link, you cocky son of a bitch.
And he still hasn't flipped over. Damn it, faced the wrong way.
Well, I think he's given up on life.
I haven't knocked off all his parts to get all the maximum carbs yet.
I was very proud of that encounter.
That went pretty well, and I'll explain to the folks at home who might not fully understand what happened. Thorn followed the primary rule of dealing with Guardians, and that is not to panic. The moment you shit yourself, it's all over.
That's true in quite a lot of things. Including job interviews and prom.
Man, see, that's two things where I didn't follow the cardinal rule.
The outside of the town is surrounded by these immobile guardians. But keep running, you'll be fine. One cool thing, look down in the mini-map. It actually shows you where the guardians are once they've seen you. That little red pinging. In the off chance the laser doesn't tell you.
Pretty surprised that the Sheikah put in that kind of functionality. It's almost like they knew.
After they lost 18% of their population to those, they figured it was probably worth having.
Tired of these guys creeping up on us. We gotta put an app here. Why don't we put the GPS?
Nothing for me. Useless. Kinda cool he was hanging on a ledge like that, with most of his legs missing.
Is that your shrine dar going off?
Yep, right nearby one. Sort of like my primary teleporter for getting to Hyrule Castle. It's right over there.
This is like far future police drones.
Yep, that's, I think, the 4th type of guardian. The flyers. They're a little more like the immobile guardians. They won't really chase you. If you get caught in their spotlights, they will try to hit you at least once, but if you run away, they don't bother with you anymore.
The Catch-Up Shrine. A minor test of strength.
Yeah, this is a new type of shrine. This is just pure combat. There are 3 different types: minor, medium, and major tests of strength. The amount of weapons that these little guardian drones have and how strong those weapons are goes up with each type. But this is a little dinky one. He's pretty easy.
It's just waving at you. Just like, hi,
Hello.
haven't seen anyone in a while.
Look at my stick.
Finally, I managed a perfect dodge.
When you were, like, no danger whatsoever.
Still counts.
Still counts. Fighting these guys is interesting.
You can parry that attack with a shield too. It's pretty badass.
It's easier to just get in between them and a pillar, and then they just run into it and stun themselves.
Yeah.
There's a lot happening in here, and I'm kind of speeding through it, but when you get a little chunk of the way through their health, they will do that spin attack. When you get halfway through the health, they'll do a spinning laser, which forms an updraft. You can just fly up and knock them over. When they get low on their health, they try to charge a death laser at you.
It's just so genius. All the things. The fact that their laser creates an updraft blew my mind.
And that's not the only way you can get them out of that attack anyway. This won't be the last test of strength we'll see in this video. I'm actually going to close out the video with a major test of strength, and we're going to see where that's located. It kind of surprised me when I found it. Ooh, first of the royal types of weapons. That I figure is like the second strongest tier of weapons.
Yep, you're right.
But I feel like it's the most durable. The number 1 strongest type of weapons is also pretty brittle.
Typical bourgeoisie, royalist capitalist taking all the best weapons for themselves and leaving the oppressed proletariat with spiked mobbling clubs and wooden bows.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, Hylian culture collapsed before the Marian reforms, so...
It's because royalist pushback was so hard that they'd rather the society fall apart than give the tiniest shred of decency and respect to the lower classes.
And look what happened.
We don't need a professional military. We got robots.
So much for the tolerant Link.
Well... I mean, you know, I kind of see where he's coming from. You know, I'm a modern, enlightened, progressive guy, but, fuck death robots. There, I said it.
Oh god. Hang on, Guardians. Korok.
Not the time! You're not busy, are you?
That's another gift for the thread.
Nice thing though, the game saves right as you do that. Crunch.
Ow, 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 fuck, shit, fuck, ow, ow.
Imagine the look on that poor little Korok's face just watching you get obliterated. Jesus!
Yeah, there he goes!
Yeah, you drop that rock on his head. Ah, he deserves it.
Ow.
Now, if you aren't feeling up to going into Hyrule Castle proper, the outskirts of the town have these little guard posts, and inside them tends to be treasure chests full of good stuff. You still gotta deal with the Guardians, but not as many of them.
Just don't panic, you'll be fine. Chop their legs off.
And it's actually pretty easy to break line of sight just with the little walls. Nice. There's a lot of bomb arrows around here.
Which is good, because bomb arrows cost something like 80 rupees each.
Hey, hey, neighbor.
Scratching my foot.
Hello.
Can I borrow a cup of I'm gonna murder you?
Oh, check out my gams. It's me, a hot, sexy robot.
Why don't you come outside for some hot, sexy robot love and surprise, I'm just a guardian, I'm gonna kill you.
Jesus, this guy's like the Daffy Duck of Guardians.
Yes, I broke his leg while I was indoors.
Hooray! You're despicable.
This guy just does not wait to fire his laser. That is rude.
I mean, sometimes you get a laser and just get a little excited about it. Poke, poke.
How many weapons did that cost you?
One or two.
It's not too bad. Ooh, hello.
Lots of good stuff.
Nice.
And to clarify, last time I mentioned when you destroy the legs, you get more parts. You don't get those parts when the Guardian explodes unless you've destroyed the legs. So it's basically just extras.
It's Monster Hunter, man. Gotta cut the tail to get those sweet, sweet carves.
Gotta break off all his wing spikes and teeth.
That's right.
Get stunned. Stun!
He's not active. There he is.
The spear is not good for destroying these legs. I do not get the collision detection. I mean, I am facing the wrong way there, but the last leg is a pain in the ass to try to destroy on this guy.
It's got weird clipping. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's clipping into the Calamity goo.
Goonin.
Calamity goonin.
For what I can tell you have to aim more for the base, less for the leg itself. Luckily, this guy's dumb and doesn't see me anymore.
This has just turned into a fiasco.
Oh, I'm out of here.
Oh, I'm just gonna drag my bell frame out of here.
God damn it. Where's the hitbox on this thing?
What's going on with my knees? I don't even know.
And he still doesn't know where I am.
Hello, someone's poking me. This is most untoward.
Oh, he's hitting an itch I haven't been able to get in years.
Oh, I'd appreciate you stopping and stabbing me in the little down bit.
Maybe if I ignore him, he'll just go away.
Oh, well, I'm dead now. I'm dead for sure.
Sure.
See you in hell, Link. Me, a freak of nature with 2 cores.
I was a Time Lord.
Ew!
Glowing eyeball. Blech.
Oh!
How's it going? You peeped me. Oh, you peeped me, Link. You peeped my peeper.
Now I'm gonna peep you right back.
Oh, I can't believe I got peeped. I thought I was perfectly hidden behind this wall of spiky goo.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I assume touching the, I don't know,
The goo.
strawberry marshmallows is bad for you.
Very bad.
I can't think of any beneficial goo.
Ooh, look at the moon.
Oh!
That's not good.
Outstanding!
That's the sun, and it's very close.
It's the dark sign.
We are all about to become hollow.
Did you know that with fire came disparity? The Guardian and Hylian.
I thought with fire came delicious grilled meats.
Yeah, but I mean that's disparity between the people who have delicious grilled meat and people who don't have barbecue.
And vegetarians.
Yeah, but gives a shit about
We can grill you up a lettuce or something.
Grill you up a shiitake mushroom if it'll shut you up.
New type of Korok puzzle. No way I'm gonna get that. It's basically just a race.
Yeah, haha, you're a slowpoke.
Slowpoke.
It's me, one of the worst game mechanics in all of history.
Oh, you don't like speed races in a 3D Vigima game?
Nope.
I thought you were talking about rain. We saw it briefly in the last part, but when it's raining and you're outside and you're trying to climb the wall, basically, whatever distance you make, you're going to lose half the distance just sliding back down the wall.
You get 5 climbs and then a slide.
Or one jump and then half of the jump gets reduced. And there's no way to mitigate that. Really, the best way to deal with it is just to power through it with stamina. Now, it's about to be midnight, and the world is coming on fire. We are about to become the Ashen One.
Based on my Terraria knowledge, you're about to be attacked by a lot of zombies and 1 clown.
Link! Be on your guard. Ganon's power grows. It rises to its peak under the hour of the blood moon. By its glow, the aimless spirits of monsters slain in the name of the light return to flesh. Link, please be careful.
So the blood moon is something I feel like is mostly random. Mostly comes around every few days. But the point of it... Oh, that was lucky. The point of it is to reset the game map. All the enemies you've destroyed will come back. God damn it, Guardians. But I also feel like the treasure chests also reset. So if you wanted something, and you've already taken it, after a blood moon it should be there again.
Yep.
I could be wrong.
Why are you wasting ice arrows on this?
Because I only have one regular arrow.
Yeah, I think 9 ice arrows is probably a good trade for a Korok seed.
Yahaha! I wasted your resources!
Yahaha! You're profligate! Another interesting thing about the blood moon is that if you do any cooking in the hour up to the blood moon when that smoke is rising off the ground, all of your cooking will be critical cooking.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so if you're near a cooking pot when the ground starts Ganon smoking, anything that you cook in that hour is going to be critical.
Ganon is a connoisseur.
Yeah, I don't know, there's just a certain je ne sais quoi about the elemental power of evil that adds a certain tang to cooked dishes.
You know you're not wrong, because there is an ingredient in the game called monster extract.
It's my poops!
Not going there. People do theorize the Blood Moon's primary purpose is to basically fix the game if any glitches have turned up, because the entire game map is sort of there. Like, you kill a monster, until another Blood Moon comes around, that monster is not there. It's like, it's the game's way of completely resetting everything in case something goes wrong. I heard that from somewhere. I feel like it was I feel like it was from a speedrun, or it might have been from something else. Or it might have been from Mega 64's screenshot LP. I can't remember.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I appreciate when video games make the effort of creating an organic explanation for video game stuff.
Yeah.
Because, like, otherwise, you know, you'd fight various world bosses like those rock dudes, and you'd only get to fight them once, and then they're gone.
And I like fighting those guys.
Yeah, I mean, they're useful, right? All the world bosses have either useful components, or they're just really good for farming.
So when do we meet the living doll and start upping our blood tinge stat?
Part 13.
You haven't taken... Look, we haven't taken any Yarnum blood, though, so...
That guy actually kicked me. Moblins always miss me when they kick me, but the dead one gets it. Luckily, their heads have only 1 HP, so I can just use their arms against them.
You don't get to be a dead skeleton without learning a few tricks.
But you can't learn any more.
No. It's like they say, you can't teach an old mob new tricks. Woo! It's me.
I heard a giggle.
It's me.
Yeah, I'm in hell.
Yeah, haha, this neighborhood's gone to shit. Ow.
Wait, what? Oh.
There, now you have 2 regular arrows. Plenty for taking on Ganon.
Yeah, I think we're about ready.
And look at all that raspberry jam.
And nothing else. Nothing really drives home how utterly badly everything went than Hyrule Castle town itself. Everyone is gone. Whatever Hyrule used to be is gone. There is so much death, and Nothing really makes you feel so lonely and even hopeless as coming to this place. Just seeing what you need to go up against. If it weren't for the other locations with all these people, it would feel like a hopeless endeavor. Like fighting Ganon wouldn't recover anything.
I mean, if Ganon's had 100 years and he hasn't wiped everyone out, I'm not sure if his heart's really in it.
Well, that's because of Zelda. She was the one keeping him chained.
His minions are everywhere. Send a couple guardians out to murder all the people who are left.
I notice there's a lot of these leaning towers of Teflon is what I call them. They look like Sheikah technology, but I'm not quite sure. But keep those in mind for when we actually get around to going up the castle.
And there's no music here as well.
No, there is. It's very subdued.
Oh, hey, Hyrule Cathedral.
Not the Temple of Time.
What did you do?
Yahaha! A grass fire.
Yahaha, I'm made of wood. How could you?
They don't care about anything that's not hide and seek.
I jumped over it. Piece of shit.
So bouncy.
She's got your number.
Your eyes are too small.
Choo choo, I got your number. Just wanted the arrow. Now let's make our way up here. This is not the intended way to get up into the castle, but I like doing it anyway.
I can tell by the extremely messy texture.
Yeah.
Ganon, you get back inside this house right now, you fat lard!
She smacks him with a rolled up newspaper of light.
Welcome to Hyrule Castle. We actually get the entire map right from the get-go.
That's kind of cool looking.
It's a worthless map.
Oh, every 3D map is, but it looks cool.
It does tell us a path up to the sanctum where Ganon is, and it also tells us entrances to get into the castle itself. But I saw a rock and I thought there might be a Korok under it. There isn't. There's a guardian, though.
Oh boy. Yahaha, you clowned me.
Guardians are setting Korok traps now. That's how they're gonna get you.
The music got very confused there.
Eat laser. Yahaha.
Yeah, ha, ha.
Is somebody's ringtone a Boko baby from Skyward Sword?
Wind Waker, but yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
The joke is all of our devices have the same ringtone, so if someone emails both of us, it goes off like 5 times, and it sounds like the horde of midi blins.
Oh dear.
Now, it doesn't seem like you should be able to climb this, but you can. The trick to this is, as you run up, there's sort of a timer before you slide back down. But every time you climb over one of these outcroppings, or whatever they are, the detailing around it, and also little crevices and divots in between, that actually resets the timer. So you're able to climb up faster. In areas like this, there's not much around you, so it's a little difficult to pull off. So there's a couple of places where you might have to jump to try to reach it.
See, now I'm having flashbacks to Skyrim.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's some very
Yeah.
Bethesda-style climbing. See, what you need is a horse that can go up vertical surfaces.
That's right.
But there we go.
How'd you get up here, you little biscuit?
It says search, but there isn't another one there. I think that's a glitch.
Nobody was expecting you to be on top of the Ganon spike.
Garbage game.
But from here we can go almost anywhere on the castle. At least above ground. I'm gonna head off to the side though, because there's more outside exploration that I want to do. And there's plenty of treasure I can get. I'm not gonna go in there, because there's a mini-boss in there, and I'm not prepared to fight it.
You have a stick and a shield. What more do you need?
Not for now. That'll be in the alternate route.
Yeah, they spawn in, that's nice. I can't believe you didn't shoot that peeper, though.
It wasn't open. Speaking of peeper, this place is surrounded with guardians and turrets.
And guardian turrets.
Oh, nope.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm gonna be going around the outside.
Ooh.
Despite it being rusty, it was shiny. Oh no, don't clip me, don't clip me.
Yeah, hello.
This outer area right here is completely desolate. I feel like they should have put something here, but they didn't.
I thought it was like clouds.
Oh, this is really bad.
Oh dear. Oh.
Luckily, they're stupid.
You lucky skunk.
Hang on, priorities. Destruction.
Never have too many arrows.
This is oddly engrossing, considering you're not, like, really doing anything.
Well, I shouldn't really be here.
I guess that's part of the fun. Waiting for you to get your shit shoved in.
On these little towers around the wall, there are a lot of chests with arrows. So good place to stock up.
Yeah. It's so good. This is like just the most dipshit commando raid.
Basically.
Calamity Ganon's up there just like, face me if you dare, Link. And you're just like, no, there's good stuff hidden on chandeliers and things. Ghost Dad told me I could do whatever I want. No, I didn't. Save my daughter, you idiot.
Shut up, you're dead.
Oh, random frame hitch. That'll happen.
It's fine, we're fine.
I assume it's loading in things.
I feel like it should all be loaded in.
It's an ambitious game for the Wii U.
I knew it.
Of course.
Another shooting gallery.
At least you have regular arrows now.
Yeah.
Come on, Kevin 1. Strive for 5.
2.
Ooh.
3. Oh, 4.
This is harder with this sniper bow, but I did it!
Yahaha! You're a Deadeye!
Do you know how long it took me to blow those up?
You seen the size of my lungs, man? I got tiny little Korok lungs.
You're a Deadeye! Pokes you in the eye.
He's a plant. I don't even know if he has lungs. He had to photosynthesize oxygen into those.
Holy jeez, that is a time-consuming process.
By the way, the music around here is amazing.
It's an excellent, like, once you get inside at least, it is, I think, my favorite track in the game.
Yeah, on the inside, they cut out the orchestra and they just play it with an organ. It's really cool.
This is a really good mix, rendition, whatever you want to call it, of the Zelda theme.
In classical music, it's called an arrangement. You fucking pleb. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry.
In modern terms, it's called Shut the Fuck Up, Grandpa.
Oh! I got told! I got yammy told.
It's pretty good, but when's the drop?
Right. Damn, I hate you whippersnappers and your gizmos.
That's a pretty obvious place I need to blow up. In hindsight, I should have just used a bomb arrow, because this goes badly in every possible way.
Wait, couldn't you use the guy's laser?
Possibly, but I would get hit by it.
Oh,
Grab the cliff. Grab the cliff. Grab it!
come on. Alright, Link, it's just a minor setback.
You're just falling down a 200-foot cliff. It's all good.
Why am I wearing these warm clothes? Oh, God.
Okay. So that was wrong.
Okay, now you're falling down a 400-foot cliff.
And it's raining! So I can't climb up.
Ba-da-da-da, it's me.
And this rain never fucking stops.
And lasers.
No, you got probably a solid 4 hours of rain ahead of you here, according to your little weather roller.
Just shovel it. Never get tired of saying that. So I figure I'll just speed up time.
Yeah, sure, set a campfire in the rain.
Luckily there's an alcove.
You must be Canadian.
Something that would go right in the river.
Let's just sit here. Don't actually sleep, just sit there.
Just sit and think about the events in your life that have led you to this point.
He slept for 100 years. He's probably a little tired of it.
You know, I don't have to have you in these videos.
Oh, that's...
Giant flame blade!
Yay!
Hooray!
It's a big sword on fire. So we saw it briefly with the fire rod in part 5, but these elemental weapons aren't constantly on fire. Like, if I use this enough times, I'll need to wait for it to recharge.
You can see the heat creeping back up the blade, which is pretty nice.
And it's almost a decently strong two-handed sword anyway.
And it makes people do a lovely little dance.
Oh, he's burning my biscuits.
We got our first shock arrows. This is not the place the game intends you to get them. Probably noticed by now, but the stronger the enemy, the more parts that you get off of it. I feel like the Black Lizalfos is the strongest. Or at least second tier from the top. Not dead yet. Now he is. Oh, he saw me.
Go! Yeah, and those lightning arrows, those shock arrows will mess you the heck up.
So will fire arrows. And ice arrows. Smile.
Much like sulfur saurians, they're desperately weak to ice.
Unfortunately, they can swim and spit.
Well, now they're linked to the past Zoras.
Yep.
God damn it!
That's probably not your best course of action.
That did not go how I wanted. One more. And you know what? I gathered all those bomb arrows.
When else are you gonna use them?
I love the bomb arrows.
Oh, a lot of shock arrows.
Yeah. Onward and upward.
Those are a rare commodity, actually. I don't think that there's any shop that sells those.
Yeah, I don't think so. There's a section of the game where you kind of have to collect them, and you can only collect them from the overworld. We're heading up one of the multitude of entrances into the castle. There was a discovery here that I didn't know about, and I was very pleased to find.
Guessing light that middle thing on fire.
Light it on fire.
On fire!
I see you've played a Zelda game before.
I don't need to waste a fire arrow. And of all places, there's a shrine here. I feel like the ultimate dungeon shouldn't have its own teleportation location. Because, I mean, there's the one outside the town, and that's logical, but I can now teleport right into the dungeon.
Yeah, but like, into the bottom bit of the dungeon.
It's right in the heart.
Now the Succotash Shrine.
The sauce. There's a lot of items around here that usually you'd only find in specific locations in the game. But like I mentioned, we're going to be closing out this video with the major test of strength. And this shows you the real disparity in difficulty. In the minor test, the Guardian Scout was decently weak and only had one weapon. In this one, he has a lot of health, he has 3 weapons, and they're not just regular Guardian weapons, they're Guardian weapons plus plus. They're very strong.
And there's no handy-dandy pillars either.
Nope.
But you might notice he's standing on something.
Yeah, sometimes you have to make your own pillars, which I think is cool. In this case, just using magnesis. In others, there might be water on the ground, and I need to use cryosis.
The most easily forgotten power.
This is a good tutorial to figure out the timing for where to jump for each of these weapons to get a flurry rush. For the spears, you need to jump to the side, and I think for the short swords, for the big swords, you need to do a backflip. And you need to be pretty close to the Guardian to get it to register. Now, another kind of cool thing is, when you've kind of stunned them like that, usually at the last attack of a big weapon, or if they ran into the pillar, they cycle their weapons. So they'll use different ones against you. Wrong attack. That's okay.
You're kind of low on weapons.
But I'm not worried. Yes. I don't think backflipping against the short sword would work.
No, it's got to be in the appropriate direction.
Same with the spear, backflipping will not work. Neither will a charge attack. Didn't do much.
So what do you, like, break off one of his arms and use it against him?
Nope. You have to kill this guy before you can get any of his weapons. Kind of cool. The Flurry Rush with a short sword, I feel like, is the special attack Link had in Smash Bros. Brawl.
I think you may be right.
I love doing that. By the way, if I get hit by that big sword, it will kill me in one hit.
I assume pretty much anything would.
Yeah. Any one of his attacks will wipe Thorn out immediately.
If you get hit by that laser, it does knock you down and stun you for a bit, but if you keep getting hit by the laser, it doesn't do more health. It just looks silly.
Nah, it just pulls you over and makes you look like an idiot, yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
That was clearly an Omni Flash.
That's not the only way to knock him out of that, though. You can just use shock arrows. Oh, it stunned him again. I was lucky. But now we're in the final part, and you cannot stun him out of this. You either need to kill him before he powers up his charge attack, or you need to just dodge it when it fires. Or later, if you get a really strong shield, you can actually deflect the lasers. The Knight Shield is not strong enough, though. It will just destroy the shield. So I gotta run from it.
And probably you in the process.
I'm pretty sure, actually, if you perfect parry it, it doesn't damage the shield.
No, I tried. It destroys the shield.
Straight up goes through, eh?
I think it does protect you from the attack, but the shield is gone.
Yeah.
And it doesn't deflect it. But look at that. 60 strength, 40 strength on the short sword. I think the Guardian Spear, it isn't too strong, but again, yeah, 20, but still, that's a lot of attacks at once.
Yeah. Also, the Guardian weapons do extra damage to Guardians, so that sword plus plus will actually knock off a leg in one hit.
Oh yeah.
So now we're gonna take on Ganon, right?
Alternate part 3. Huh. The dinky version of what I have. But that wraps up the first half of my exploration of Hyrule Castle. Or I guess first third, since there is also an alternate video later.
Hey, you did pretty good, kid.
Yeah, in the next part we're gonna grab even more stuff, and then we'll be nice and prepared to make our way to the first proper dungeon of the game, which we're gonna start going towards around part 10.
And get there around part 19, if you hurry.
I'm not that bad at the game.
But all them side quests.
I was gonna say, it's not about being good or bad, it's about getting distracted.
Luckily, I get distracted by things that are on the way there, and I'm pretty good at holding it off once I actually get to that part of the story.
It's a road trip movie is what this is. Just three guys, you know, having adventures on the open road. Skeletons. There's a skeleton at some point.
There's lots of skeletons.
Yeah, there's skeletons, and then there's, like, maybe a horse. There's a horse that's pretty cool. And then we have a vision quest, and some madcap hijinks ensue. One or all of us will end up naked in a hilarious situation.
As in, you died and needed to go to the resurrection chamber.
Yeah, exactly. Thank God Link wears his swim trunks as underpants.
His Sheikah trunks.
That's right.
Invincible against time.
They're very chic.
Link wasn't almost dead, he just went on a multi-day bender and needed to sleep it off for 100 years.
Who brought the absinthe?
Is absinthe made from fermented Korok?
I think so.
Yes.
It's like they say, absinthe makes the heart grow fonder.
Absinthe makes the heart grow cancer.
It's true. It's bad stuff. Rotten stuff.
We drink it every day.
Yeah, of course. That's why you get this quality commentary.
How else am I supposed to deal with the pain of living?
Right? Maybe you should be like a Korok and just hide yourself under improbable places.
Like your desk?
Yeah, just hide under your desk. You're like, yeah, me, I need those reports. Then you're like, yeah, haha, you found me. When they move your stapler.